multiple people describe you as a sponge when it comes to this stuff. So, just absorbing everything, getting exposed to different types of technologies, being challenged to learn them, but just listening to you talk about them, it's clear that it's not just about learning how to execute it, but really learning the nuances of how you're doing what you're doing, not
Totally.
just learning the task of doing it and,
That's
and
what keeps it
understanding.
interesting.
Absolutely.
For sure. It keeps me going. And like I was saying with the wire, just the whole concept of how it builds an ionic bridge between the wire and the workpiece, and that little spark that burns around like 20,000 degrees does like 30% of the material removal, and then somehow heat and pressure come in to do the rest of it, and controlling those distances and like the whole, like, I guess, physical part of how it functions keeps me interested. But yeah, I'd say a big part of it for me though is just keeping busy and learning because, like I said, it helps time go by.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
And that there's something to be said for that too, because there is a certain bit of monotony to some of the things that we do on the shop floor.
totally.
Some things are more challenging than others, but to really dive into the technology and to understand it and really try and not only just control it, but understanding why you're doing what you're doing and what those controls are manipulating within the process,
Yeah,
really it is the difference between it just being something that you're, and really it's the difference between a job and a career,
totally.
you know.
I completely agree. Yeah, you could just look at it as a component and simple, say, snap ring or something, or you could look at it how it functions and where it goes in an assembly in the future of this piece and what it does and why it needs to be in within these certain tolerances and interesting things to think about. And uh, I just enjoy learning.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's very clear. So
yeah.
the products that we talked about, the orthofix a little bit,
Mhm.
have you gotten exposure to any of the new items that are going to be coming through the cell?
Um, yeah, I have. So since a lot of things come through the wire and we're the only wire department for the whole business, gotten to work on Medtronic parts and Arthrex and now all the high torque that's coming by. Um, it's definitely each thing's got its own little differences and quirks,
Mm.
especially the way things are inspected or how like the tolerances, whatnot. But it's all pretty similar in my mind, and
Mm.
I look at it all as the same, whether it's commercial or medical. It still has the same level of need for quality and need for to be produced in a accurate way.
Yep.
So
Yeah, absolutely.